It's such a beautiful evening outside. Have you seen the sunset tonight? It is gorgeous, at least here. The colors and the warmer temperature, uh, just so wonderful, marvelous. Gives me hope. Anyway, I wanted to jump on here super quick because I was thinking about something. All the different global events that have been going on for the last few years and really getting accentuated in the last couple of years, and really big topics that are coming up to the surface. And I just want to spread some like sort of energetic insight into it, at least from my perspective. The way that I'm seeing it is that these topics are coming up, these issues are coming up in the collective, pretty much to be cleared, from the DNA consciousness. So big issues that are still lingering in the global consciousness. And then how we relate to each of these issues. For each of us, it's a little bit different. So they bring up different triggers in each of us, or different leftover dross. I'll say dross in your energy field. So it's kind of interesting if you can just kind of, it's really hard to maybe, but kind of sit with it from an observer's perspective and just see it bubbling up, each of these issues, and how you feel about them, how you're reacting to them, how the global consciousness is reacting to them. And they all seem very, very fear-based, very dramatic, very intense, very, oh my God, it's the end of the world. What are we going to do? Everything's coming apart. So many different emotions it's bringing up with everybody, it seems like. And I was thinking, that's the tactic. These are coming up to the surface, to be cleared and observed and talked about and brought more into light. So there's a lot of fear that wants to keep them where they are as they're starting to clear out. It's kind of what happens with our programs and belief systems and our ego. Like, you challenge it and it'll do everything in its power to stay because it knows it's on its way out. Out you go. Too much incoming light. So if we just kind of sit back and observe it, I actually think it's a little bit of a game that's being played on some level. And, the more we feed into it, the more power we give it. But the more we sit back and just see it for what it is, observe it, it starts to fizzle out. You notice each of these things has a strong intensity and very dramatic. And they each have their stage and their timing, and then it passes, and then there's another thing that comes up. And so it's been like one thing after the other for a little while now, and they're huge topics, and they're really meant to like instill fear and drama and panic and control. But if we step away from it a little bit, see it for what it is, go with the flow of it a little bit, and kind of just see how you're reacting, where you have your own clearing to do around these topics. They eventually pass and fizzle out, and I don't really see them so much like actually manifesting. There's a lot of build-up and fear and threats and this, that, and the other, but really they're not really manifesting so much. Just threats to manifest. So if we can just hold that space of that observation and kind of go with the flow of it, step back, I think we'll see they're just going to be, clearing and fizzling out. So that was my thought for today. You may or may not agree. I know it's pretty dramatic at the moment, but that was just another perspective to share. I hope you're enjoying this day wherever you are. Where I am, it's just gorgeous. It's like one of the warmest days so far coming out of winter, and it just gives me hope. I know. Got to go for a walk, get a little sun on my face today. That felt incredible. Got some toning done on the trails. I know nowadays I just tone while I'm like walking on the trails and there's people around, and I'm kind of like oblivious to their reactions. But okay, have a beautiful evening and just sit with what I said. See how you feel about it. Maybe it brings some truth for you. Maybe not. All right. Much love.